Hello. Hello, you out there on Friday night. I'm going to wait just a minute. And while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face the same way I always do. I'm going to use a setting spray. This is the Seint setting spray. Smells like coconut. Perfect for, hey April. Perfect for all skin types. And I'm just going around. I may have to pull my hair back. I have literally just got out of the shower. I have pretty much been in my pajamas all day. And confession, did not wash my hair since last Saturday. And it needed to be washed yesterday, but I thought, it don't matter, I'll wash it at some point. And so but I didn't wash it last night. I just didn't want to. I was like, I don't want to. Since I'm mainly working from home, of course, I can put it off. And I looked literally like I had no place to live. Homeless as could be. Let's pull this back. Hey, Liz. Okay. And also, I need my lips. Action. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm back. I want to put some lip conditioner on. Magnetic little tins that just pop in and out of your palette. You choose whatever you want, as much or as little. But what we're going to do tonight is the Cheetah HAC. I feel like that is probably one of the most popular methods because it's one of those things that when you look at, you just get surprised because it's like, wow, how can you just dot that stuff all over your face, blend it out, and it look good? Hey, Jess! But it does. The cream foundations that we have, 3D, they just melt right into your skin. They become a second skin. They move with your skin. And so it looks very natural. So even when you can get as dolled up as you want to, which is a great thing. You can go as glam or as minimal as you would like. But what I love about it is the natural look, because I'm not an overly made up person. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I got on too much makeup. But even with this, it just always looks natural. Even when I have on a lot, it doesn't look like I have on a lot. Even when I put, I go all the bells and whistles, it don't always, it don't look like that. Sometimes, sometimes it's a little bit much. All right, let's just go ahead and jump in and get started. What I'm gonna do first is some color correcting. I have my handy dandy tin, or my handy dandy compact right here with everything I need in it. So let's go over real quick what we're gonna be using. So this is my magnetic compact. All my makeup for my whole face would fit in here. And then I have my eyeshadows here. I have an eyeliner. I have a towel that I can scrub my brush against when I want to transition to colors. The eye colors that we're going to use tonight is a beautiful neutral palette. It looks perfect on all eyes. So I've got the lighter eyes, blue, but this would look beautiful on your greens, your blues, your hazels. My friend did it on her brown eyes, the same colors, and it was like, wow, it looks so pretty. So they truly are neutral. That's going to go for all eyes. And so what we're going to be using tonight is the color Bubba, the color Bright Eyes, the color Cocoa, and the color Sabrina. I got to make sure that's Cocoa. I put it in here a couple of days ago. And I know some of you may have saw my little tin hack. If you keep the tops here, like I'm gonna, instead of me going and digging in, I'm just gonna pop it out. So you can just slip it in a little corner and pop it out. Cocoa it is. So it's Cocoa. So those are the 4 colors that I'm gonna be using right here. These 4. And only this 4 on my eyeballs. And then also I have my my eyeliner. This is magnetic as well, and it just pops in your palette. And then on the other side, where my highlight and my contours, these are basically your foundations. They work the same way, except for they are creams and they are super blendable, like butter. So this will be my main highlight color, Sandy. I'll use that all over my face, aka your base, your foundation. And then this would be my highlight, my brightening highlight, or my pop color, where a lot of people would consider concealer. Not necessarily used to conceal as much as it's used to brighten. You know, even though we call it concealer and people put it under their eyes and that kind of stuff, it does conceal those bags, but you really want the, the brightening effect of it as well. So this is going to be my Contour Astoria. This is my Bella Bronzer. This is the color Tropicana. It's my lip and cheek. I'll use it on both my lip and cheeks tonight. And it's a semi-gloss. So we have 3 finishes in our lip and cheeks. They're all cream, but there's 3 different types. You've got the gloss, the semi-gloss, and the satins. Satins are going to be a more traditional feel. They're still cream, but they won't be as glossy. And then we have a couple of semi-glosses that are, kind of a in between, and then you have your gloss. But the glosses are beautiful, give you a healthy, fleshy glow. And I've just fell in love with the glosses. But this is a semi-gloss. And then this is going to be my highlighter, my illuminator, Honey, which is known as a highlighter in the makeup world. But first, before I start, I just primed my face. I've got to really quickly prime my eyelids. I'm going to use the Sourmet undershadow. And I'm just going in and painting. And I'll make sure I get it. Because most people are dark in the inner corner. And I'm just putting it on. This is a cream too. I got it off Amazon. It's like $5 or $6, not much. But it's like almost a cream to powder. And now I'm going to go in, I'm going to do just a little bit of color correcting. For any of those people that you have a few problem areas or anything, most of our makeup has built-in color correctors in it. But this one right here works great with the spots that I have. So we're going to kind of start the Cheetah Method just a little bit early. I'm just going in. And this orange color is going to cancel out some of those spots. This isn't where the magic happens. Not yet, anyway. Okay. I really try to always do that one, and sometimes I have to go back too because that's a big one. I don't know where that one came from. It just showed up one day and set up camp. Okay. So now we're going to start with our favorite tools, which you don't have to. You can do, you can use a brush if you wanted to apply it with your brush, but I'm just going to use it with my fingers. But if you do want to apply with a brush, this will be a great one to apply because it's got a smaller end and you can just dab, what you want. But we're going to use the tools that God gave us. So I'm going to start first with my contour color, and that is Astoria. And I'm just going to dab my finger in it, get some on there, and I'm just going to draw it right at the very bottom of my cheekbone, like just hugging that cheekbone. And the reason this is called a Cheetah Method is because the dots, like a cheetah. And sometimes I'll do my contour of my nose last, once I have everything else on, but you can do it while you've already got your finger in the contour. And this contour is a cooler tone. Contours, and I know I say this all the time, but they are meant to create shadows or enhance the shadows that you have. So that's it, guys, for the contour. That's it. I might put just a little bit more right here. But if I want to go back, I'll add more. And sometimes I do, because sometimes I don't use. I feel like this method, I don't use a lot of product. I just don't, because I just dab it on, and if I'm good to go, sometimes I will. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want a little bit more. But it gives me a nice finish. And then if I want to build a little bit, then I can. So now I'm going to go in with my main highlight shade, my all over color. And this is the one that's going to most closely match my skin tone. And this is the color Sandy. If you look at my neck, I'm lighter, but with my freckling and stuff, it just covers better if I go a little bit darker. Most people tend to always go lighter, but you'll be surprised if you go a shade or two darker than what you really should, how well it will do. And look, and the finish that you'll get. And not just the coverage. But how it, because it's darker, it just camouflages better. Okay. So I pretty much went in most places that I don't have the contour. I left, let me get right here. I left this area for brightening, this area down the center of my nose, right here. But pretty much everywhere else, I think I got back there. It's hard to tell in the camera. But that's good. So now I'm going to go in. I want my hands. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the Brightening Highlight, the color Aura. Going to give us a little bit of pop. And sometimes if I've not had a lot of sleep and I've got blue under my eyes, I'll use that same mango color here and I will correct under my eyes. This is really good to cancel out blues, some purples. And we also have a color named color that's called Sunlit. And it's yellow, it's really yellow, and it will cancel out purple beautifully. I'm not gonna just glob a lot of this pop color, this brightening highlight, because I will blend that together. It's kind of scary, isn't it? But the colors just blend so easily. And I'll be honest, you can really probably do it with your eyes closed. If you kind of know where your nose and your cheekbones and your eyes are and your lips, you're good, you know. And I think we can kind of feel that. So now let's go ahead and do the blush too. Might as well go for the whole shebang. We're going to do a full face Cheetah HAC. This is the color Tropicana. Except for the illuminator. I'm going to do the illuminator last. But that's the color. And we're going to put it right above where I contoured. And this, between this and Frenchie, is, I feel like Tropicana is the perfect summer color. Oh, it's just so pretty. And subtle. And you know what? Let's go ahead and bronze while we're at it too. Because it is a full face, right? So we're going to use the Bella bronzer. And I'm just going to put it on my digits right here. And we're going to do that too. So we're just going to bronze. Now this is a warmer tone. I don't know if you can tell it on camera, but you can see how that's more red. And that's the cooler tone. So this is really where the sun would hit. And to tell you the truth too, the oh, you like that? You like this right here? That's pretty. Are you talking about the Tropicana? The Tropicana is beautiful. It's so pretty. But I like for my bronzer to mix with my blushes. Oh, so pretty. It is really pretty. And then sometimes I will do just a little bit right on the tip of my nose. Okay? That's bronze. And then I'm going to use a brush to do my neck because it's kind of hard to do my neck. But now, after I scratch my nose, oh, because my nose is itching, the Tropicana is gorgeous. Now I'm going to go in with the blush and bronzer, and then we're just going to blend it out. Oh, no bird! I don't bird! I need to do real with this and do my war cry. But so I like to start with my lighter colors first. Most, or I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of the artists, if you watch other Seint artists, they will start with a darker color, but I just like the light. So I do the light first. It's so crazy. It's so crazy how these colors just all work together. And they just blend. And so, I moisturized my face before I started because I just got out of the shower. And I really only moisturize my face after the shower. If I do it at night, but I always try to wait because if my face is too tacky and stuff, I don't feel like it sets on good. So I need to have, my face needs time to absorb it. And so when I got out of the shower, I had to dry my hair and stuff, and I haven't even ate dinner yet. I had eggs in there boiling. I took them off right before because I was like, "Whoa, it's 9 o'clock." I'm trying to stay committed to being on here every Friday night at 9 o'clock. And Lord, y'all know how hard it is to try to commit to something like that? Because every time I turn around, so something else needs me. I'm like, oh my gosh, my Friday nights are never busy. And today it wasn't either. Today was an easy one because I just worked from home and I didn't have nothing going on today except for work. And then, so I've been home. You just boiled some eggs too? So, okay, that's what I was asking Mike about. Do you boil and leave, like I boiled several. I want to eat all of them tonight because I want to eat some of them, you know, for the next few days. Do you put them in the refrigerator and keep them with the shell on them, or do you peel them first and then, like how do they keep? I mean, I know I've done Easter eggs my whole life. Oh, my son must be home because my dog's fixing to go nuts barking. But I've boiled them my whole life, but I don't know. I kind of had a brain cramp. I don't know what I need to do to make them keep the best way. I've been on a diet or a Weight Watchers since April 5th. So I have done really good, and I've not even had any crazy cravings or anything. You know, even with that diet, or it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change, I know. But even when you're on that and you're eating healthier and better, you can still have cheat days. You peel first, but you can do either, okay? But you can have cheat days. And, I mean, just blow it out of the water. And then what you do, because it is not considered a diet, oh, you peel the forest? Can you see the forest for the trees? But it's, you know, it's really not a diet. So you fall off that horse on a Friday because you went all out and had all the cake and everything else. And then Saturday, you just get back on the horse and you keep going. You know what I mean? There's no start over. It's just normal. Okay, look at that. It all blended together. But in my fashion, I want a little bit more blush, and then I may bronze. Well, I don't really have to bronze anymore, but I'm gonna bronze my neck. And I think I'm getting it good. I probably need to be higher, but I don't feel like I can be much higher because the comments are. The comments take up half my screen. I want to do just a little bit more. But yeah, you can dab that all that over your face, and then really I need to do one night. I know I think I've said this before, but using my Perfector sponge, you can blend it all together with your sponge as well. Or I've blended it together with the whole fluffy end of my brush, and just because it just blends, y'all. It just really does. Whether you've got dry or oily or combo skin or no skin. This works great on no skin too. I'm just kidding. I don't think it would work good if you didn't have any skin. I don't think it would stick too well to organs. Okay. And we're going to do a little bit more of the Tropicana. So I'm just going to get my brush and I'm just dabbing it. And I'm going to put it, oh, y'all, I mean, I hope it translates as good on this my phone camera, as it does here, because it is just so pretty. It is such a pretty glow. Like, I don't have any illuminator. My skin, it is glowing. The ring light helps with the glow, but it still kind of glows anyway, just because with all the colors that we have in our palettes, they all have a smidgen of yellow undertone. But you have to get the color that works the best with you. That's what I'm here for. I can help you. We can look at your face. We can decide which one's going to be the best for you. And then, but with that yellowish kind of undertone, which is very subtle in a lot of them, but it brings a glow and a lit within. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's it, y'all. We're done. We're done with the face. Now we're going to go in and take the Perfector sponge. And this is when I go through and I pick up any excess product. And I make sure this thing is not wet. It is just barely damp. You can't feel a trace of moisture on it, but you know that it's wet because it's big and pouncy. If it's too wet, it'll pick up your makeup that you want to leave. You really just want it to pick up extra product that shouldn't be on your face. Okay, now we're going to do real quick, I'm going to line my lips with the multitasker. I'm going to go in with my color Astoria. Oh, let me do it here where I can see. And I'm not really going to overdraw, but I'm going to go right on the line. But it's going to be big enough where it's barely above the line and also under, kind of, you know, just kind of a thick line. And this will help give the appearance of fuller lips too. And I had already put a little bit of contour down here. You can see a little bit of a shadow, but it will, that will all blend, you know, together. But I use this as a, not a little scary, but I use this as a contour to make my lips bigger and as a lip liner. Okay, now I'm going to flip over to this little paddle end. It's such a good brush, and it picks up the greatest product. And I'm just going to swap it into my Tropicana, and I'll put that on my lips. Some of our lip and cheeks look a lot more pigmented when they are on the cheeks than they do on the lips. Everyone has different color lips, so a lot of our lip and cheeks will look different. There's sometimes where I see some stuff on some people and I'll say, oh my gosh, my cousin April that's watching here, she sells a pharmacy and she wears all these colors, and I'll see it and I'm like, I gotta have that. It's so pretty. I get it on my lips. Her lips are pretty color anyway. Then I put it on, I'm like, well, I like it okay. But this one right here is a really pretty gloss that is going to enhance all lip colors. And I'm going to tell you too, this Tropicana on the cheeks is a really pretty color for all skin tones, from super pale to super dark. It looks good on women of all color. Okay, lips. Last thing for that, I'm going to use my City Lips Still Gloss. It's a plumping gloss, and I'm just going to kind of tap over it. Because it's got a little bit of lip plumper in it, and I don't really drag the whole thing over. Sometimes I do. I just kind of bounce it around on my lips. It's an easy neutral lip, and it's got some shine. Now we're going to move on to the eyes. And what we're going to do with the eyes, what are we going to do with the eyes? Oh, I done showed y'all. I'm actually going to try to draw on my eyelids again. I don't know if y'all watched my video. It was a disaster, train wreck. I'm not going to try those exact steps, but I'm going to do it where they're really pretty the way I like them. So I'm getting close and personal again. Hey guys. I'm just using this. I don't know what this is. Tristique. It's a smudge eye pencil in the color Black Sand. And I am going to line the top waterline. And what this is going to do is when you line this, it will give your eyelashes the appearance that they're fuller. Because it goes in. I'm sorry if you can't watch this, look away for just a second. I'll tell you when I'm done. I probably should have warned y'all already. Y'all, it is so hard to do this. Oh, I can't do it. I just want to start clawing my eye out. It itches so bad. But when you put on like your liners or anything, the closer to the lash line, and then if you line up under there, it just gives that appearance of a fuller lash. So now that I've got that in, I'm going to go and we're going to start with eyeshadows. And I'm going to show you the 4 colors again real quick that we did. The color Sabrina, I'm going to use on my brow bone. The color Cocoa, I'm going to use on my outer V. The color Bright Eyes, I'll put on my lid. And the color Bubba, we're going to use in the crease. And it's an orange. It's an orangey brown. And it's really great for all eye colors. But I'm telling you, this palette, this 4 quads right here is show-stopping on all eye colors. It's all pretty. I mean, it makes all eyes pop. It's the craziest thing. This color Bubba, I really like it for blue eyes, though. I feel like when I use it, my eyes always stand out more. And my eyes are not sky blue. They're just kind of a normal blue. They're not deep. I'm just using the fluffy end. This is the eyeshadow brush. I mean, you could stop right there if you wanted to. I'm going to take the color Bubba on the pencil end of that brush, and I'm just going to sweep it under my lower lash line. It'll pull the look together. And now we're going to go in with, I'm going to go ahead with my lid color, Bright Eyes. And I'm going to use my fingers because the fingers will give, isn't that pretty? The fingers will give you a little bit more pigment. And if you really wanted it to be crazy, you would go in and you could wet it with, I mean, you could use water, but you can use it with your setting spray and it'll give you some. So right now you look at it and you're like, what? Just wait. Just wait, fellas. Now I'm going to go in with, God, my hair is just tickling. It's all over the place. All these flyaways. Now I'm going to go in with the color Cocoa. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this fluffy end, and I'm just going to give a stamp. Just a stamp of approval. And then I'm just going to put it there. Because it's not going to be anything drastic. But I just like to deposit a little bit of that color very lightly. And then I'm going to go in with the dense end, little pencil end, and I'm going to draw it in the V. I'm just going to draw a C, a V, a greater than, less than, whatever you call it. And then we just start blending it together. Sorry, I was sitting here looking at my eyes doing whatever, and I kind of forgot I was on camera. I forgot that I was recording here. I was just blending away. And I'll tell you too, if you ever think a color gets crazy out of control, pick you a lighter shade. Like I could always go in with this color Valencia and just tap over it and mute it down. I don't think this is crazy out of control, but if I wanted, or I will tell you, sometimes you just need help blending. I could use that just to help blend the colors together, and it will really, let me say, I just barely tapped into this color right here. It's kind of an orangey cream. It didn't really change the shade or anything, but when I used the powder, it just started blending it together too. Sometimes your darker colors are a little harder to blend, but I can go in just a little bit more. And I'm just gonna kind of pack it right there. And when I say pack, I don't pack it like some people because I can't do the super dark colors. Hey, Lisa. So that's it for the eyeballs, except for the brow bone. Now I've got this brush cleaning towel, so where I went in with using that cocoa in the darker color, I'm just going to clean my brush on that, and then I'm going to touch in. Let me go back to cocoa first, because I meant to do this right here, only in the very outer part. I'm not going all the way under my eye. Now I'm going to clean it again, and I'm going to go in with this color Sabrina, and I'm just going to touch right above my brow bone. Oh. Okay. And then I'll do the inner corner as well. And then sometimes I'll kind of drag it right down to where my eyelashes start. Okay then. And it's very muted, isn't it? It's not super, I mean, I probably could do a little bit more blush. I really could. Let me go ahead and do that. Well, it's not, I don't know, maybe it does translate good on camera, but I have more on when I'm looking right here. I have on plenty, but I want you guys to see how pretty it is. Oh, it's just such a pretty glossy, just a youthful complexion. Love those lip and cheeks with the gloss in them. Okay, now I'm going to do real quick, and I'm going to go into my waterline with this Thrive Cosmetics eye brightener. And that way I'm just going to add a little bit of pop to these tired eyeballs. Hey, Heather, thank you. And I'm going to curl these lashes. Oh my gosh, y'all, this hack that I tried, Lord have mercy on my soul. It was terrible. I mean, they did look good, but you heated up the hairdryer on your little curling thing here, and I crimped it, about fried them off, and then I heated this thing up, and it's metal, and as soon as I touched it, I thought, 3rd-degree burns. It was terrible. I mean, they look good though. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. It's a white color. Y'all got hair all on my face. And I'm just gonna coat the lashes a little. Nothing too fancy. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Of course, my eyeliner. So let me do that real quick like. I use this to do my lips. Nope. I use this for my eyebrows, but I'm going to use this for my liner too. I am going to just do really quick close to my lash line. I mean, you can make it as thick as you want. I actually made it a little thicker. And I kind of like to hit just on the outside, smidgen, and then I will go into the very corner of my eye and just kind of drag out. It almost makes a wing, but it's not quite a wing. Because I have hooded eyes. I can't do wings great. I've just never been able to. But I do love to see them on people that can do them. It's an art to it. And now my primer's dry. I didn't want it to get this dry, but I don't mind it drying some. I'm gonna go with my liquid lash extensions and do the rest. This is the last step. Actually, I needed to probably put some spray on my face, some setting spray. And I can do it after I do my mascara, but it's better when you do it before, because I've not done my illuminator either. I like to do any powdering, spraying, and that kind of stuff really before I do my mascara, but these days I do good to spell my first name right, so I can't complain. That Bright Eyes is such a pretty color. It is like a coppery, oh, I got it under my eyes. A coppery, shimmery color. And you can wear shimmers at all ages. I know they say mature people don't need them, but no. Mature people is usually who owns the businesses and pays the bills. Mature people can do what they want to do. Now I'm going to go in. I'm going to use my Thrive setting powder. Oh, I need to do my illuminator last. Tap it. And I'm just going to hit only the places that I get oily. Sometimes I set it, sometimes I don't. But for my oily gals out there, this is for you. Then I'm going to go and spray my Stay Spray onto my Perfector sponge. And just press in any powder. And kind of do the final touches. And I'll go in with my final step of the illuminator, which is the color Honey, right here. It's really pretty. Look how pretty. It's a gold color. This to me looks really pretty on tan skin, and I feel like the color Pearl is beautiful on fair skin. But now I wear Pearl on mine too and love it. I probably could have put a little bit more of a brightening highlight down the center of my nose, but we're good. Okay. I mean, one more Friday night in the books. But look at that. So how easy. I mean, how easy was it? I just dotted the stuff all over my face and then took a brush and blended it together. And I mean, it blends out great. It blends so easy together. Isn't that pretty, y'all? And guess what? You don't have to be good at it. You just gotta have the desire to want to do it, and done. It's good to go. So if you are interested and you want any questions, you want to know how to do anything, you want to know more about the products, any of that stuff, shoot me a message. You can comment below. And we thank you, and we will we'll get you set up, because I'm telling you, it's super easy, affordable, high quality, great return policy. If you don't like it, ship it back. It's so easy. They've made it so easy. And again, the shipping, always free. It doesn't matter if you buy $5 something or if you buy $200 worth of something, shipping's free. And we all love free shipping. That's good right there. That's the reason to buy it alone, right? Just free shipping. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out.